Hey guys, welcome to NYG Forecast with Mel. I hope everyone's doing good. I wasn't able to make it last week because I was traveling back from New York from visiting some family. So, as you guys have seen from our previous episode with the guys, we had our guest Dan on, and we appreciate that as usual. We did a top 32 running back ranking. So I wanted to share my list with you all before our episode this week. So the guys went through there, so I won't be too in depth since our lists are kind of relatively similar. So let's get started. We're going to start from the bottom here. And we're going to do 32 through 28 first. So at 32, I had Broncos running back RJ Harvey. Number 31, I had Travis Etienne. Number 30, I had Javonte Williams. 29, I had Ramondre Stevenson. And 28, I had DeAndre Swift. All these guys, in the end, the list can always change, after going into next season. But with the injuries of some of these guys, from what I've seen so far, I couldn't rank them higher than the rest of my list. So we'll dive in now and we'll go from 27 to 24. 27, I had Kenneth Walker III from the Seahawks. 26, I had Jaylen Warren from the Steelers. 25, I had Jerome Ford from the Browns. And 24, I had Brian Robertson Jr. from the Commanders. Like I said, always subject to change. The main reason that I had these guys this low is because I did rank a few rookies higher than them based on their overall ceiling, which I'll get into. But I will preface and say this, that I agree with Lucas on this, I never put rookies in the top 20 just because we need to see more and we need to see them at the NFL level before we can kind of gauge that. Now we'll do 23 through 20, which I had 23 Omarion Hampton, 22 I had Ashton Jeanty, 21 I had Tony Pollard, and 20 I had Devon Achane. I think that Tony Pollard's going to have a bounce back year, and I think Achane is kind of on the decline. I think he'll probably step it up this year, but more to come. We'll go from there. Now I'm going to do 19 through 15. I had number 19, I had Chase Brown from the Bengals. I think that he had a great rookie season last year, only up from here, so I had him rather around there. 18, I had James Conner. 17, I had Isaiah Pacheco. 16, I had Aaron Jones. And 15, I had Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall and Aaron Jones could kind of flip-flop with each other, really kind of see how that is. Aaron Jones is a little bit older. That's why I had him so low. He did have a really good season with the Vikings last year. And Breece, I think, will have a pretty good year, but it's only if he can stay healthy. So we'll see about that. Now I'll do number 14 to 10. 14, I had Alvin Kamara from the Saints. 13, I had Tyrone Tracy. 12, I had Joe Mixon. And 11, I had Chuba Hubbard. The reason I had Tyrone Tracy so high is because I think that in respect to the NFC East division, the Giants have the second best running back room in the division right now. Of course, can always change. We have to see how Dallas does and how the Commanders do this year with their running back rooms. But I think that Tyrone Tracy's ceiling has not even been reached yet for a fifth-round pick, and he's been pretty dynamic and quick for the Giants, so I had him ranked that high there. Now we'll do number 10 through 6. 10, I had James Cook from the Buffalo Bills. 9, I had Christian McCaffrey. Yes, Christian McCaffrey is a top 10 back, and I did have to honor that. But with the injuries he sustained and with the way that his previous season has been, it's tough for Christian McCaffrey. Hopefully he can pick it up this season and get back into that top 5 conversation. But for right now, I just couldn't put him there. Number 8, I had Kyron Williams. Number 7, I had the Bucky Irving from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love this guy. I want his jersey. I love Bucky Irving. He's been dynamic for the Bucs. I think he was very worthy of being put into the top 10 conversation, and I think only up from him from here. And number 6, I had Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, him and Saquon were kind of going neck and neck. Josh Jacobs has been a consistently good back, so had him right outside my top 5 there because my top 5 guys are pretty standard, and I think that it's across the board. Number 5, I had Jonathan Taylor from the Colts. Number 4, I had Bijan Robinson. Number 3, I had Jahmyr Gibbs. Number 2, I had Derrick Henry. And number 1, I had Saquon Barkley. I think it's across the board that Saquon Barkley was going to be our number 1 and Derrick Henry would be our number 2. Those guys just had an insane season last year, and there's no one else that I could think of to be in the top 2 conversation. Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, absolute monsters, great for the Lions and for the Falcons, and Jonathan Taylor, a great back for the Colts. that's who I got, number 1 through 32 there. Of course, if you guys have anything to say or disagreements or any movements, please make sure you give us a comment so we can talk about it on this week's podcast. Make sure you follow us and you subscribe to us on all of our socials and all of our platforms: YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. Make sure you guys give us a follow. 14 Rings and NFC East podcast. And I will see you guys this week. Thank you guys for listening. And like I said, please drop a comment if you want to make any adjustments to my list.